My name is Olivia Gassner. I am a senior at Bellport High School.
Wonderful. And have you participated in Long Island's Best competition before?
I have not. This is my first year.
Wonderful. And it's first year, and you're a winner and going to have your work in the museum. It's
Yes.
such a wonderful honor. So what was your inspiration piece that you based your work on?
My inspiration piece was East End No. 2 by Stan Brodsky.
And what made you choose Stan Brodsky's image
I
as...
was looking through all of the pictures that I had to choose from, like all of them on the whole website, and his collection I just loved because it reminded me of the beach in the summer and like Long Island, and I just loved it. And then I saw my picture and I wasn't sure when I looked at it if it was the beach or if it was the desert, and I loved the color scheme because it reminded me of the beach, so that's why I was attracted to it in the first place, because of the color scheme pretty much.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And his work is a painting. What medium did you select?
I selected digital photography.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And when you were taking the photos, first of all, where did you take your photo?
I took my photo, surprisingly, at Bellport Bay, where I live, right down the road. It was during the polar vortex, I think about in February, and the whole bay was frozen, and it was right where I live, and that's where I took the photo.
Wow. What were the challenges of taking photos in February during the polar vortex?
I've never been so cold in my entire life. That day, it was like, it might have even hit like the negatives, like with the wind chill. It was freezing out that day.
So giving new meaning to the suffering artist.
Oh my, yeah, definitely.
You must suffer a bit for art. When you were taking the photographs, how many did you actually shoot at the time?
A lot. I have a habit of doing I would have hundreds of pictures just for one shot.
And did you have a sense of which were the ones that were capturing what you were looking for that day?
At first, when I got to the bay, I wasn't planning on taking a picture of the ice, but then I saw the reflection of the sunset on the ice. I was like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. So once I saw it in my camera and the lines, I was like, oh, this is awesome. I have to use this.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Did you manipulate the photograph in any way after taking the image digitally?
Yes, I did manipulate the photograph, but I did not touch the color or anything. The only thing I changed was I actually took a liquify tool and I emphasized the curves in the ice to make them look more like a painting, because I want it to appear as a painting.
Interesting. And
yes.
with it having more of the painting visual, it actually got even closer to Stan Brodsky, your inspiration piece.
I got to add some texture too to the photograph online, and then I added the texture, and then I made the curves, and that's all I did though. I didn't left the color how it is, and the color matched the picture I used, so that was my goal.
Amazing. You talked about in your statement that color can set a mood. What kind of mood were you trying to capture in your photograph?
Well, when I first looked at the reference, I wasn't really sure what the mood was, because I wasn't sure yet if it was a beach or a desert. But I think my picture captured, if you know what it is, it captures the mood of the winter, but how the sun and the summer you could still see in the winter with the reflections and everything. So I think it's definitely a positive mood.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So it's such a wonderful honor to be selected for Long Island's Best. What was your first reaction when you received that phone call that you were going to be in the museum?
I was so happy when I found out I was going to be in the museum. I actually found out over Instagram on my teacher's son commented on my photo, and he was like, Livy, you got into Heckscher. My mom wanted me to tell you because she didn't have my number. So I was like, oh my gosh, I got in, and I called my mom and dad, and they were really happy. Wow. I was so happy that I got in because I've worked so hard this whole year, and I finally got into a really good show.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
The power of social media.
I know.
It's working for good in this instance. That's wonderful. So your artwork's going to be in a national museum. Can you, I know this is hard, but in one word, describe what that experience feels like?
I'd say the experience of having my work in a national museum is rewarding. That'd probably be the best word I could pick, because it just, all my hard work pays off, and I think the most important people will get to see it compared to if it was anywhere else. I think it would be appreciated the most here.
Wonderful. Well, we certainly appreciate having it here. So you're a senior.
Yes.
And looking at college, do you have any plans to pursue the arts as you go into college?
Yes, I do have plans to pursue arts in college. Not my main focus. I do plan to be a math major, but I would love to minor or have a concentration in photography, depending on where I go. And if I don't do that, I'm definitely going to continue with photography as a hobby, and I'd even love to start my own little business taking pictures for families and like lifestyle stuff like that.
Wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
we hope you keep on taking beautiful photographs and making the world a little bit better
Yes,
with your art.
that's my plan.
Thank you.